if you know you have been protesting against or you intend to protest against these electoral reforms, Asari Dokubor said they will get you like this, bam. And after they get you, they will cut you. This is not a joke. This is what Asari said. He said if you are a protester or you are against this electoral reform that Akpabio just passed, that they should say, they shouldn't place much interest on e-transmission, electronic transmission. Asari Dokubor said, if you have been one of them, they will get you like this. Bam. This is him.
When you call a So all of you who are peddling this thing on my comment section, we have marked all of you out. We know all your hiding. We have marked all of you out. And if I hear, listen to me, if I hear that you are involved in threatening any of us, or you work to harm any one of us, I will get you like this. Bam. This is how I get you. Bam. Yeah, I know fear you now. When you call a people, why? When you start nonsense, you why?
Oh, you see, I don't think you people should take this guy seriously. As you can see, old age is coming. If you have the real mind's eye, the real eye to see, you can tell clearly that old age is knocking. Yes, and not just old age, coupled with excessive weight, which can be very, very dangerous to his health even. Yes, I'm sure he may be seeing it, but definitely it's not everything you see or you see online. But when you look at everything concerning this man, you can tell that old age is knocking, coupled with his weight. There is a serious problem. Well, that is by the way. A lot of you are not maybe following up, about these electoral reforms that is presently going on in Nigeria. You see, when the people were singing, when the Senate were singing this song a few weeks ago,
on his mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand.
When they were singing this song, you people thought they were just singing a Jagabanish national anthem. This is actually what they meant. That the reforms, the electoral law, the electoral voting process will be taken back to that level, to that stage, to that past stage where there are loopholes for rigging. Did you people see this man? This man, you see, in Nigeria, as far as Nigeria is concerned, the man that lacks the most, in fact, political will. If you put him out now in his constituency, he will not even get up to 10 votes. The reason why you see them shouting like this is because as far as you, Tinubu, go fit rig election for me, I will support you till I die. I will support you till I die. That is the concept. Let me tell you something. One thing you guys don't know. The day Tinubu will say, well, let the will of the people be done. Whether I lose or I win, let the will of the people be done. You see all these people, they will turn against Tinubu just the same way Erofai did to Tinubu. The day Tinubu will tell them that credibility must stand, everybody must do what you're supposed to do, you see they will turn against him. Yes. The reason why they are supporting him is because they feel the guy has introduced the system that can keep them politically relevant in the political space. This very man you are seeing is the last person every Nigerian, even the people from his region, Easterners do not even want to see him in the political space because he's of no use to the people, both nationally and locally, he's of no use. As long as Jagaban, my friend, is there, to back up every means which I may use to grab power, I will support him. The day Tinubu will say, no, you see all of them will turn their back against him. This is to show that these people really do not mean well for Nigeria. They only mean well for themselves. Yes, they do not mean well for Nigeria. You see that country, they do not, but I'm not going to blame them. Like I always say, you see, a businessman will always seek profit where the loopholes for profit exist. Why? Because you Nigerians allow them. Okay, we fall back now to that electoral reform. Do you know what they finally resolved in that electoral reform? That, okay, we are going to allow electronic transmission.
Let me read the motion. His earlier motion which passed in our last sitting, he has sought to rescind that, that is in respect of section 60 subsection 3. And this is what it is. That the presiding officer shall electronically transmit the results from each polling unit to the IRF portal. And such transmission shall be done after the prescribed form EC8A has been signed and stamped by the presiding officer and or countersigned by the candidates or polling agents where available at the polling units, because sometimes you don't see any polling agent. Provided that if the electronic transmission of the result fails, if it fails as a result of communication failure, in other words, maybe network or otherwise, and it becomes impossible to transmit the result electronically in Form EC8A, signed and stamped by the presiding officer and or countersigned candidates or polling agents where available at the polling unit, the Form EC8A shall in such a case be the primary source of collation and declaration of results. So distinguished colleagues, if anybody has a counter motion, you move it later. But in the meantime, those in support of the motion as enunciated by Senator Mongunu and seconded by Senator Bamoro say aye. Aye. And those again say nay. Nay. The ayes have it.
That is what he's saying. We are going to allow electronic transmission. But in the process where electronic transmission did not work as a result of network glitch, we will use manual transmission. Listen, let me tell you something. You see, after God, now government. What does that mean? It means that as a leader, you have the power to make and break. If you can command electricity to exist in your countries uninterruptedly, you can command salary to be paid uninterrupted. What is network? You mean you cannot? How much did a few weeks ago, or I'll say a few days ago, the news broke out that Tinubu spent about 39 billion just for abroad trip. 39 billion just for trips. Take only 1 billion from that. Only one. It will not even be up to 1 billion. Subscribe to Starlink. Okay, maybe not all throughout the year, just for 6 months. When that election will be carried out, there will be no blink. Be it the bottomest part of Sambisa Forest, this Starlink can cover that place. And it will not even glitch, not even like this. You see, the reason why they passed this in, it is very obvious to the blind. It is very obvious to the blind. Create a loophole that will bring us back, or else, if these people, they know that these people are going to vote them out. Because if this same transmission brought into Tinubu or brought in this entire crew, why are you people now afraid of it? Why? Why are the people afraid of the same transmission that brought them in? You know, the people are saying that the reason why they made it, seem as if it is diplomatic. Okay, we will use this, but if it does not work, we'll use this. Everybody knows that when that day comes, just a single order. There will be glitch even 3 days before the election. There will be a complete blackout, and they will have no other option than to do manual collation. The people allowed it because this thing will happen because the people allow it. If it were advanced country by now, revolution for if all these leaders we see, they would have been on the run by now. They would have been on the run. But in fact, every escape route they would have made use of it by now. But what? They know that even if they put knife for your throat, it will still go through. They know that. That is what you are seeing there. But meanwhile, this man that you see him on your mandate, he's of no use, not even to the people. You people saw the saga he actually tried to put up with his governor few weeks ago. You saw it. And then all the useless road that they built, everything was right there on the space. What did he do? What was his contribution to that state? How is this man, why is this man still in our political space in the country? Why? I'm talking of this very man. Why are we still seeing him in our political space? He did the same thing when Buhari was there. And Buhari did like this, say, I don't care. You people should charge him to court. And they charged him to court and convicted him. He was supposed to be in the prison. But guess what? He's out. Still in our faces, political space, doing what? In case you don't know, they have already passed their so-called reform. And the reform stipulates that there are still going to be loopholes for rigging. There are still going to be loopholes for malpractice. There are still going to be loopholes for manipulation. So we are back to where we were even before we started the reform. In case you don't know. Have you followed this page? Try and tell us what you think. Put your comments here on the comment section and let us know what you think about this. What are we expecting? Like, share, and subscribe. See you on our next update. Ciao.